What's up, everybody? We've got a beautiful Saturday morning here in Arizona, and it's time for catching up on projects. Quick overview. Picked this up about a year ago, and it didn't run particularly well, so we're going to address that. We've got a whole mess of parts that we're going to get thrown on this, but basically it's a 150cc twister go-kart, basically, for the kids. A little off-road fun to complement the quads that we got. So I think it'll be pretty fun. A couple of the major issues, as you can see: tires. It needs tires all the way around. None of these tires hold air for longer than 30 minutes or so. However, I've got some brand new Amazon special tires, which actually don't feel bad at all. And then I actually went to the manufacturer's website and ordered a couple of new parts. I'd already actually kind of torn into this a little bit, as you can see. I did take the carb apart, cleaned it, and at first the carb was dirty and I couldn't get it to, or I could get it to idle, but I couldn't get it to do anything else. As soon as you gave it gas, it would die, so it was all clogged up. I cleaned it out, and then I was having the exact opposite problem. I couldn't get it to idle, but if I gave it gas, it would definitely go. So I just decided, because they were so cheap, I picked up a brand new carburetor for this, 50 bucks, and yeah, you can't go wrong with that. Air filter, inline filter, which actually it appears I probably don't need because the Carb came with one. This plastic shroud right here is actually to cover all the sensitive electronics on this, which is underneath here. Kind of what I'm working on right now is removing the gas tank, because it had old gas in it and was pretty nasty. It had a lot of rust in it, so we'll put some rust treatment in it, rinse it out. Hopefully that'll solve that. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see in there though. It's pretty dark. Actually, we'll come over here, see if we can find something. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to see in there, but it's pretty bad. Take my word for it. What I pulled out of there already was gross. So had to remove part of this rack in order to get to the gas tank. No big deal. And the great part is it'll make the carb a lot easier to get to. We'll switch that out. I'll pull the tires off. We'll get the new tires put on. Oh yeah, brakes. So I changed the fluid already in here, and it feels like I've got a little bit of brake. However, I do believe this is leaking. Actually, I know it's leaking. If you look at the underneath there, I think it's eating the paint away. Yeah, so that's brake fluid. So I'll probably need a new master cylinder. The great part though is everything on this is pretty cheap. Idea is just to get it running. The only other major issue it has is its reverse is not working. However, this has got I believe an external reverse. I don't know much about it, but I believe that's the part of the unit right there. And they do sell the entire thing on the website for relatively cheap. But basically what we're doing now today is I'd like to get it running. Best case scenario, we'll get the carb done. We'll get the tires mounted. We'll play around with the brakes. Maybe there's some kind of loose connection why it's leaking. Otherwise, I'm just going to order a new one. We'll get going. I threw a new battery in it. The engine, when it runs, it sounds good. So we'll probably throw an oil change on it. But yeah, it should be pretty fun. A little two-seater for the kids. I've definitely fallen behind in my projects because I have this. I haven't done anything to the Honda Monkey I got over here, and Super Sunday is coming up real quick. So this guy right here, I got a whole mess of parts for him. I've got a couple of things for the Grom still, the blue one. But if you come over here, I've got quite the plethora of parts, handlebars, you know, just mainly aesthetics and things like that for it. Actually have a new belt for the Can-Am over there, because last time I went out, I destroyed the belt in this thing. I was hitting about 70 and I just decided to give it the beans. And haven't pulled the case off, but this is what came out from like around here. So definitely new belt time. Kind of my fault though. Had this for a couple of years, been pretty hard on it, and I did not check the belt before I took it out. So I'm just lucky it kind of broke the way it did, because it still has to be attached a little bit because it still moves and drives. I was able to limp it back to the trailer and get it up on it, but yeah, definitely got to address that. But that should be real easy, just a matter of fairings and things like that. So like I said, main focus for today is get this squared away. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. We'll take the carb off, or actually no, we'll get this rinsed out and soaking in some rust remover. While that's soaking, we'll do the carb. Sound like a plan? All right. All right, so little change of plan. Actually, I'm out of Evapo-Rust, so we'll run to the store, go grab some of that. And since I'm out in town anyway, we're gonna zip these tires off real quick and get them mounted. I think that'd probably be a good idea. Looks like 415s all the way around on these crusty bolts. Yeah. Yep. Tiny bit of play. It actually doesn't feel too bad at all. Damn. Those are on a little tight, or it's been a while. Definitely been a while since those have been off. It's that one. There we go. Stubborn. Damn, the wheel didn't even want to come off. I got something for that. Wow. That's really on there. There we go. All right, I'm gonna zip the other two off. And, oh, okay. Other than them being dirty, there's quite a bit of life left on those pads. Smooth little tiny rotors though, huh? Look at that, those are adorable. I'm actually a little impressed. All right, I'm gonna zip off the other ones real quick. We'll get them loaded in the truck with the other tires, and we'll get going. Okay, tires are off, dropped off, getting mounted. Should be done here about an hour or so. They all came off fairly easily with the exception of this one right here. This one probably took me damn near 30 minutes to wedge off. I tried heat, I banged on it, a couple of blocks of wood, some pry bars. Man, it was stubborn Finally got it off though, so that's done. Also, we've got the Evaporust. I'm gonna pick that up because I was out and actually found my light here so I can show you guys kind of what we're dealing with. It actually looks a lot better than it did, but as you can see, there is still some nastiness in there. So we'll empty the rest of that out. I actually have some isopropyl alcohol in there to try to soak up any water. And we'll empty that out. We'll fill it up with the Evaporust, let it sit. Then we'll get the carb changed, and hopefully the wheels will be done by then. We'll slap those on, put the fuel tank back in, put some gas in it, and we might be going for a ride today. So hang in there and we'll see what we can get done. Okay, so the gas tank is soaking, and let's get this carb off. Should be super straightforward. Just got a couple of one of these 10s, I think. And I grabbed a way too long an extension. The last time I took the carb off, when I cleaned it, I did not move this rack out of the way in the gas tank. I should have done that. It would have made things a lot easier, that's for sure. Oh, you don't want to lose those. Give me that. Of course. You never find anything when you want to. I can't find my magnet, but these will work just fine. Oh, alligator forceps from work. I think go. Yep. Just this connector here, which I don't know if this has been rigged together or what the deal is here. Where does this connect to? Something in this mess of wires here. Never be anything simple, right? Let's see. So it's that's interesting. Okay. There it is. I was hoping for a connector and not some rigged up monstrosity. So we'll clean up. The surface doesn't look too bad, but probably wouldn't hurt for new intake elbow. There's no cracks or anything in it. But we'll basically just transfer this piece over. Yeah. So let me bring you over here. I'll take a peek. Okay, so I got both carbs, and they look extremely similar, but not 100% the same. They did list this one as a replacement. It's got a model number here, however, that one does not. I wonder if this one is actually an aftermarket they put on there. Those are both the same. The only thing I see different is this screw, which, okay. So we'll switch this over here, and this plugs into the the little Petcock fuel pump. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so we'll get this stuff switched over. What about this one here? Where does this one go? So I have one here. Oh, okay, so this one right here is going to be the one that goes to the intake elbow right here. Why it's looped around, I'm not entirely sure. But this one should be going there. And then just for right now, because yeah, those hoses don't look very good. Just for now, we're gonna transfer this one over. Yep, I know I need a clip. I'll get there, guys. I just want to initially get this working, and then we're gonna clean it up. I got time before we go. Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get that taken care of. So this elbow. Hopefully this doesn't fall apart in my hands. And there we go. I'm going to borrow that clip. So looks pretty good. I'm just going to slide this over. Like so. There we go. Make sure that's straight up and down. Tighten this up. Something else I'm noticing here on the old Carb. Check this out. That seam. Yeah, maybe it's just the spring. It looked for a second like the screw was bent. But okay. So then this piece goes right here. And let's actually trim this one a little bit because it's split. And this is just looks to be regular run-of-the-mill vacuum hose, so if it's too short, I can always get some at the local auto store. Excuse me. Oh, that fits a lot better. There we go. Like, I'll be honest, I know some people love working on carbs and it comes real natural to them. I'm not a carb guy. Not at all. This is tripping me out. If anybody knows what the hell this is, I'm going to look it up, but let's go ahead and comment down below. It's got to be some kind of adjustment. It's got a screw on the end of it. But it's down here. Why would it be down there? Let's transfer this one down here as well. Okay. I think we're good to go. So that's really weird. They are a little bit different. Well, wait. No, that would be this screw here then, huh? That's just to drain. Is that to drain the bowl? So this doesn't happen again? This one was nasty inside too when I cleaned it. I actually put a rebuild kit in the bottom of it. New jets, float, all sorts of stuff. But didn't seem to fix the issue. In fact, it gave it the opposite problem. I think I might have mentioned it earlier that it just made it to where it couldn't idle. Before I could make it idle, but if I gave it any gas, it wouldn't go anywhere. It would just stumble and die. And then after I cleaned it and did the rebuild kit, I was having the exact opposite. Is it wouldn't idle. It would just only respawn when I put full throttle into it. Okay. So let's try to keep all this stuff over here. Let's plug this in. And is this the electronic choke or something? Like I said, I am so ignorant when it comes to carbs. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But you guys will definitely be entertained. I hope. All right. You can hear the kids making a ruckus in the kitchen. Maybe I should check on them before they burn the house down. Nah, I'd smell smoke, right? Ow, smash my finger. All right. And actually, I just need to, I think I need to take this, yeah. This piece off right here. Oof, I don't know. I might just end up using the same piece. It looks exactly the same. Well, maybe not. Let's see here. Oh wait, yeah, maybe it is. See, I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. Yeah, you know what? I think that'll work out pretty well. Yeah, so I'm gonna zip off the new mount and I'm just gonna mount the old one right on there. That way I don't have to mess with that rusted cable. That'll be something I'll have to deal with for another day. Like I said, I just want to get this thing running, take it for a zip around the block with the kids. I think that'd be fun. And you know, it'd probably be nice if I got you guys a better view, right? Would you come over here? There. Now you can kind of see what I'm doing. I hope. We'll find out in editing. Basically, this old one, I'm just going to slap where the new one is, because I don't want to, as you can see, it's all rusted and shit. I don't want to deal with it right now. There we go. And it looks like this old one will line right up. Like I said, there's only a few very minor differences. So I am guessing this is just an updated carb. Yep, look at that, lines right up. Let's make sure we get that in there like that, yep. Very nice, very nice. Great success. It's a great success. Okay. Yeah, so we'll take a quick pause. I'm gonna look at the pictures I took on my phone of what this looked like before and make sure I got everything right. And probably when I get you guys back, I'll have the wheels back. We'll get those zipped on. We'll check on the gas tank. And then I guess the only thing left to do would be to tighten everything up and see if it starts. All right, got the new tires on. They look actually really good. Not bad for Amazon special, so we're gonna get those slapped on. I've got the carb installed. We're gonna come over here and get the fuel tank all squared away with the evapor rust. Then just got to install the fuel tank. Got some clamps, so I was missing one for the intake, and we should be ready to fire it up. So let me get you guys set up. We'll throw the wheels on. That'll be the first thing, and we'll go from there. All right, exciting. Yeah, looks so much better with new tires on it. I gotta try to resist the urge to put everything new on here. I have a weakness to where I'll buy something and I'll be like, yeah, I'm just gonna buy this and not care about it, and I'll use it for, you know, like say a motorcycle for stunting. You know, I don't want to make something super nice and then drop it. Same thing happens every time I get something, and it's just my nature. I want to make it super nice and keep it nice. And this is kind of, just seeing new tires on it is kind of making me feel that way with this. All right, there's one. Let's put the rear tires on, and that way I can let the back down. And we'll come over to the front. This back tire, I swear, I think I already said that, but I've never, ever had the trouble that I had getting a tire off that I did this one. It was bad. I used heat, fried it, penetrating oil, everything. And finally, I just think wedging it with a board over and over is what finally did it. fact, I don't know what's going on here. Does it have like corrosion or something around it? Seems pretty smooth. Inside of that seems pretty smooth. This might give me a hard time putting it back on here. Let's see. Oh, I think I got it. Yeah, that's a pretty tight fit on there. But definitely went on a lot easier than it came off. Yeah. You know, no matter what vehicle it is, tires make such a difference. Tire. So I don't know anything about this brand. They look pretty nice. The sticker on the side though is kind of weird. Or yeah, it looks like a sticker, right? No, it's actually part of the tire. I don't know, something. So thank you, Discount Tire, for mounting these for me. Not a big fan of right where that valve stem is, but I'll make it work. Nice. All right, so next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna drain the gas tank out with the evaporust in it. Take a look, make sure that's all good to go. And then we'll get the gas tank reinstalled. Just start it up and drive it around a block without an air cleaner on it, but I got the new hose clamps and everything. I did forget to grab oil spray for this, so we'll need to do that as well. Just in case I did pick up some fuel line, because so much of this stuff is, well, mainly this piece here, but there's a couple pieces that are a little questionable, a little sketchy. All right, so we'll get that installed and be right back. Okay, well, see, those tires look good. And I got the tank emptied out. So let's take a peek and see what that looks like. All is not perfect. However, I would say it's like 90% better. And I don't see, there's no like loose debris, and it's not, I mean, actually, I can actually see metal now. So I think between the filter and everything like that, we're gonna run it because I'm excited and I want to see this thing go. So let's get the gas tank installed, get everything hooked up as far as the fuel supply, and then we're gonna be ready. Do you guys have that problem? You'll take hardware off, you'll put it in a place so you don't lose it, but you end up losing it anyway. And then you find it after you gather up some spares. Like I had other bolts that I found to install this. And then just as I was about to walk over and install them, I found these. Is a little janky. If I remember correctly, these things aren't cheap either if you buy them brand new. I saw somewhere in the vicinity of near $4,000, which I didn't pay anywhere near that for this pile, but even brand new, there's no way I'm paying that much. Okay, cool. All right, gas tank installed. Let's just get the fuel system hooked up. I'll throw some gas in it. Let's pop it off. Throw some gas in it, make sure it doesn't leak. I don't want to put too much in it. I'm not going to be using it for a little while. Nothing's leaking out of the gas tank. That's good. All right, let's see if it works. Here, I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you to keep an eye on the fuel filter and tell me if gas starts coming out. Just yell, okay? You know, I might be dumb. I might have the lines reversed on the fuel pump here. So let me switch those around because I have a feeling that's probably what's going on. Okay, I never fail to amaze myself on how dumb I can be sometimes. So yeah, I did have those lines mixed up. I had these two lines mixed up because as soon as I started cranking it, I saw fuel. So I think it's gonna pop off. Let's find out. Ah, did you hear that? Ah, okay. We're getting somewhere. Let's back this thing up. Don't run right into all right. Let's see what we got. Okay, so probably need some adjusting. And this is not the fun part. So, that idle screw, that screw is all the way out. So we'll do all the way in, and let's do one turn out. See if that helps us out at all.